Hi everyone, welcome back. So my name's Dratlow44. I hope you're having a great day so far. So before I do get into, of course, the main content of the video, what I did want to say, of course, is that I'm giving away this lovely Striker Stipplegate on the 4th of April of this year, 2021. So you've got plenty of time to actually enter. All you got to do, of course, is just drop a sub, basically comment below with your username and some sort of comment, and of course drop a like on the video and turn on notifications, all those great things as per normal. But yeah. As you can sort of see with the decal, it's absolutely lovely. It really is such an underrated decal. You can change it to any colour, so if you like purple, if you like blue, red, all those great things, you can just sort of change it to exactly what colour you like and make it match your car. Or you can sort of sell it. It's got a striker cert, it maintains some value. You could sell it if you really wanted. Anyway, with that said, let's get into the main bulk of the video. Okay, so this one is slightly different. So I know it looks like a sort of trade video, but actually it kind of is and kind of isn't. So this kid actually messaged me on YouTube. He'd obviously watched my video not too long ago about the sky blue Airstrike and said that he really wanted it and that he wanted to discuss trade. Now I did try and actually sort of like talk to him on the app and say, what would you trade? And he said, oh, it's a black market, but I'll show you, you know, in the trade and everything. And I kind of was intrigued. I'm not going to lie, I was intrigued and I thought, hey, okay, let's quickly check this out. I don't normally tend to deal with too many people via the comments on trading, but I do it. Doesn't mean it's impossible, but I am aware that people try and take advantage, and also sometimes people think that, you know, because you're a YouTuber that you're just going to give away a load of free things. Now I might be giving away the Striker Stipplegate, but I've had to pay that out of my own money, out of my own credits, and no one is sponsoring me and no one is giving me anything back for that. Now obviously when it comes to, you know, the real thing, I do play the game, I actually genuinely enjoy the game a lot, but anything I get, anything I earn is through, you know, trading and through being clever, through being, you know, maybe just having to spend sometimes, which I do, you know, all these things. And I think a lot of people have expectations. So I went into the sort of like the lobby, sent him an invite, he'd added me as a friend, so we'd all had that sorted. And I put the sky blue in and I said, okay, let's see what you've got. So firstly, what threw me a little bit was that he's talked about basically his black market being trade locked. Now, I have not come across this before. Have any of you ever heard of this, where a black market is trade locked? It sounds ridiculous to me, and it sounded almost like he kind of wanted me to feel sorry for him and then give him the black market, but I don't know. I mean, I'm not sure if that's true or not. I have never experienced it. If you buy something from the shop, you can never trade it. If you buy something, you know, from sort of like kind of like those bundles or whatever, they are going to be locked permanently unless you got the glitch, you know, like in the recent bundle, but otherwise they are locked to your account. So I didn't quite get what he meant, and I kind of had a bit of trouble with that. He was like, oh, you know, it's basically Atomizer. Now, don't get me wrong, it's a nice skull explosion. My friend JHD has it. It's not bad. I mean, it's worth not that much for a black market. It's worth about $250 to $350 currently on the app. And I wasn't about to just trade that as a straight swap for a sky blue Airstrike, which, I mean, it has dropped in price since I bought it. I mean, when I bought it, I paid 3,400 credits for it. It is now dropped to somewhere in around sort of 2.1, something like that. So they have definitely decreased just because more people have them, but I wanted it as literally as soon as possible, and I got it literally about 1 or 2 days after release, so I knew I was going to pay just a little bit more at the time. But he seemed to have sort of expectations, so I sort of said to him, well, you know, okay, have you tried the Rocket League Garage? He said, oh, that wouldn't work. Well, actually, I'm not surprised, but, you know, you've got to ask. And I tried to kind of be quite helpful and just be sympathetic. And I'm not, you know, sort of like one of those people who just goes, oh, haha, tough luck, see you later. And that kind of was where this frustrating part is, because this kid definitely didn't end up being all that pleasant, and that's what I'm going to go into. So basically, I sort of did say to him, well, have you entered into the draw? You know, if you win the Stipplegate, it's worth maybe 1,250, maybe more. I mean, it depends, but it's got striker cert. You know, if you won it, if you're lucky, maybe you can sell it and you can put that towards, you know, the sky blue Airstrike. And I mean, I'm trying to suggest here, you know, it's like anything, you're just trying to sort of give ideas. And I mean, okay, it's a long shot, but, you know, realistically as well, I mean, I started to kind of feel slightly at the time sorry for him a little bit. And this is at this point here, I started to feel a little bit kind of sorry for him. So it did cross my mind that what I would do is that maybe I sort of thought, well, I'll put some black markets into the window I don't know. I suppose that was probably just sort of kind of like showing some things I had. Like anything, you're just trying to sort of like think, oh yeah, okay, is there one that maybe goes, oh, burnt sienna or purple fireworks? And I sort of toyed with maybe either giving him one of those, or maybe like a tune. I know that's not as much value, but it's free, so I mean, any credits is good credits. And I did even toy with the possibility, the faintest possibility, of giving him the burnt sienna airstrike, because I don't really use it. I use the sky blue. Now I know it's not the colour he wants, but I thought, well, he could sell it and kind of benefit that way. And so I put some decals in. I sort of like toyed with the idea. I was kind of like just looking, and it's sort of, I don't know, as one of those sort of things where I kind of felt like a little bit. Then you sort of start thinking, well, okay, like I sort of thought, well, I'll think about that, because like rushing in and feeling sorry for every single person, you're just going to end up giving a lot away. Now, don't get me wrong, I do firmly believe in giving items away to people. I try and do it when I can. But, obviously I have to kind of like be realistic as well, and sort of say, well, I can't give away every single thing I've had to pay for, just because it's going to end up being way, way too much. And these things are expensive. They are very costly in sort of like price, and when I bought, say, like the purple fireworks, I paid quite a bit more than they're worth now, so it's kind of one of those things where there is that sort of sentimental attachment, because I do use it on some of my cars. I love purple, one of my favourite colours in the game. But then also as well, it was like, well, okay, am I actually being realistic here? Is this kind of like the right thing to do? Because, you do get kind of like down that point where you think, am I doing the right thing, or am I just being stupid? Now, eventually the kid started to be a little bit kind of, I don't know, distant, saying, oh, so unfair. He said so unfair a lot. He expected me to trade the Atomizer worth 250 to 350 for the sky blue airstrike. That's what he expected me to do. And realistically, there is no way in a million years that I would do that, because why would I? So what I did is I sort of like was talking to him. I said, well, I might do a sky blue airstrike as a 250 giveaway. Let me know if you think that's a good idea. I mean, would you like to see that as a prize, or is there anything else at 250 that you would prefer? Drop me a comment below and do let me know. I did sort of think also about these purple emeralds. I know that there are quite a few fans of the colour purple, and I thought that the purple emeralds was another idea, because again, they're really, really sexy and nice wheels, and I thought that that would be a really great thing as well. Anyway, I mean, what happens is he sort of like says whatever and everything, but that wasn't it. He sort of like became a bit more unpleasant. And then he starts writing on my YouTube comment on my sky blue airstrike video, saying, he said, you're a cunt, was one of the things he told me that I was, and said I didn't help, and said that, I started like being quite insulting. And then he even called me a kid, when actually, ironically, he's a 12-year-old kid, and I'm not, I'm much older. So I did laugh at that one, I'm not going to lie. But, so this needed to be addressed, because the toxicity in Rocket League is insane. I know there are some really great and nice people out there, and that is absolutely awesome, but there's also so much like toxicity, and I don't understand whether that comes from Fortnite or just comes from America. And I know I'm only joking, it's not just America, it's everywhere, but it does seem to be a lot of kids either based around sort of certain places in the UK or America, and I don't know why. It's so strange to sort of see, people being quite abusive when they don't need to be, and it's like, and it's quite hurtful sometimes. I mean, like in this instance, I wasn't hurt by any of it, because I've heard it all before. At the end of the day, when you get to a certain point, you become a bit blasé with it. You go, really, you're going to call me a cunt, are you? Okay, well, I was being as pleasant as I could be, and like I said, I almost considered giving him something for free, and I'm glad I didn't. I'm not going to lie, there are many, many other people that are much more deserving out there that I would much rather give a free black market or free item to. Not this guy, or this kid. I would not say that that would be anything that I'd want to do at all. Now, obviously, I mean, the reason for the video is because I wanted to highlight that as a YouTuber, I mean, obviously, I'm not the big-time YouTuber. I can only imagine that must get worse as you grow bigger. But, the expectations become so different. People think you're going to give them free stuff and be generous. And obviously, I'm as generous as I can be. But there is a limit to it. So, I want to do giveaways. I want to try and do stuff for the community as well. The more people who enjoy Rocket League and get to play and get to enjoy nice things, of course, but it has to be within reason, because like I say, I'm not getting any sponsorships, I don't get anyone buying me the stuff. So it all comes, of course, out of my own money. So yeah, so I mean, like, as I said, I wanted to share this one with you because it was a bit of a unique one. It did postpone the video that I was going to post today, so I'm going to be posting that tomorrow instead, and hopefully you'll enjoy that one as well. But that otherwise is it for the video, so drop a comment, let me know whether I'm in the wrong, whether he's in the wrong, you know, whether there's something else that I've missed. It would be really good to hear your thoughts, because, you know, like anything, there's always different views. But otherwise, that is it for this particular video, so I hope you liked it, enjoyed it as much as you can do, or found it informative. I'll see you in the next video though. You take care. Bye bye.